Hey guys, Joe here at JP Details and welcome back to the new unit. Today we have a Range Rover Overfinch in for a day's valeting service and the badge application for the rear spelling out Overfinch. Due to the Range Rover not currently having a rear badge in place to replace or effectively take a template from, I will have to get it from the front. The Range Rover was sent over to us by a local body shop called Body Matters in Stafford, and it was our job to get the Rangy nicely prepared ready for the owner. The car has just received a new rear boot lid, rear bumper, carbon diffuser and possibly the carbon fibre spoiler too, at the cost of £9,000, so I've been told. Unlike the other body shop in Stafford, Body Matters are a decent company and they have done work for me before. We set about the task of cleaning the exterior and carrying out the tar deposit removal stage. We then plan to apply Auto Finesse Triple for a time effective way of providing the paintwork with added gloss. It isn't being detailed, remember, so we don't have a massive amount of time to spend on the vehicle. Whilst Ryan began work on the interior, I taped up the front Overfinch badge. The one at the back will have had the same letter spacing from factory, so it shouldn't be difficult to do. Unfortunately, the new Overfinch badge hasn't come pre-spaced out, so it isn't going to be a simple case of doing it by eye. By carefully masking around all of the letters whilst building up a couple layers of the tape, will form a sturdy template to transfer over to the back. Take your time and form a nice template, and be sure to leave the ends of the tape hanging over the edge of the bonnet, because this way you'll be able to peel them up nice and easily when we are done. I spent the time required to form a sturdy template and I began peeling it all off. Make sure you haven't caught one of the letters under the tape, so just make sure you take your time when peeling it all off. You'll also need to make sure that you keep the template in the same shape as it comes up. Don't let it bend or flex too much, but if yours is as sturdy as mine, then I'm sure you'll be fine. Carry the template over to the rear, and I would advise pre-making sure that your route is clear. Next, you'll want to line up the template using reference points on your panel. I'm going to try and follow the top ridge part all the way across, leaving half an inch gap. You'll have to line it up left and right, and you'll need to make sure to follow the template around the curvature of the panel. I thought I was happy the first time round, so I began sticking it down, but as I stood back a little I could see that it was clearly off centre. I carefully peeled it back off and realigned, and then committed again to a second placement. This one was looking much better. I made sure that I was central to the rear of the vehicle and then used 4 key reference points to line it all up. I guess this is where having a keen eye for the detail is going to show. The template gets nicely smoothed out on the panel for a good bond, and the letters are pressed into position. There's nothing wrong with holding a bit of pressure on each letter to initially stick them down for 5 or 10 seconds. That's why we don't do things in a rush, especially not detailing. Get all of the letters stuck down following the template and you should be onto a winner. This Range Rover Overfinch, sporting various carbon fibre bits of trim, did look mighty fine in the unit. Not quite on the same level as my other customer's SVR with an urban automotive kit on it, but I'd much rather be in something smaller, lighter and closer to the ground with the same horsepower. When all of the letters have been placed into position, carefully peel the tape up. Make sure you don't snag any letters on the tape, and also it is a good idea to gently wipe over the letters, and the whole area for that matter, with a fresh microfiber towel lightly misted with detail spray. This should finish the area off nicely with a noticeable improvement to the appearance of the rear. I have done a few of these badge replacements before, so feel free to drop me a follow on Instagram for lots more uploads. I'd say I got the badge replacement 95% on the Overfinch, although it's not the easiest thing to do, but with a bit of time you should be able to do a half decent job. The interior on the range underwent a full clean and light dressing with auto finesse spritz. The interior windows, glass and dials were cleaned and an air freshener was added. The door shuts and sills including around the boot were cleaned with detailing spray. The wheels finished with detail spray and G-Technic T2 tie dressing for the tyres. The car was collected that afternoon and off to the customer it went. I hope you enjoyed today's video / guide of replacing badges and creating templates. In the grand scheme of things it is pretty simple to do, it just requires a bit of time, patience and precision. As always, thank you for watching, please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and please do make sure that all notifications are turned on. Feel free to give me a follow on Facebook and Instagram, just search JP Details, and I'll hopefully catch you in the next one.